Welcome to History with Herodotus, where the boundaries of time and space are bridged by the power of human curiosity. Today, we embark on a fascinating journey through the annals of linguistic history as we delve into the captivating story of Webster's dictionary publication. This iconic tome, which has been a cornerstone of the English language for centuries, has a rich and intriguing history that spans generations of scholars, linguists, and visionaries. In the early years of the American Republic, a sense of cultural and linguistic identity was beginning to take shape. The young nation, having recently gained independence from Britain, was eager to establish its own unique voice and character. It was amidst this backdrop of national self-discovery that Noah Webster, a pioneering linguist and educator, began to envision a comprehensive dictionary that would codify the American English language. Born in 1758 in West Hartford, Connecticut, Webster was a true Renaissance man, a lawyer, politician, writer, and above all, a passionate advocate for educational reform. As we navigate the formative years of Webster's life, we find ourselves in the midst of a vibrant intellectual landscape. The late 18th century was an era of great cultural and scientific transformation, marked by the likes of Benjamin Franklin, Thomas Jefferson, and other visionary thinkers who were redefining the contours of American society. It was within this stimulating environment that Webster's fascination with language and education took root. He was particularly drawn to the works of Samuel Johnson, whose influential dictionary had set a new standard for lexicography in the English-speaking world. Webster's own journey as a lexicographer began to take shape during his time at Yale College, where he studied law and literature. It was here that he developed a deep appreciation for the complexities and nuances of language, as well as a keen awareness of the need for a distinctly American dictionary. The existing dictionaries of the time, largely based on British English, failed to account for the unique characteristics and expressions of the American vernacular. Webster saw an opportunity to create a reference work that would not only standardize American English, but also reflect the country's growing cultural identity. As we follow Webster's trajectory, we find him immersed in a world of intellectual curiosity and experimentation. He was a frequent contributor to literary magazines and journals, where he shared his thoughts on language, education, and politics. His writings often sparked lively debates and discussions, earning him a reputation as a provocative thinker and a champion of American exceptionalism. It was during this period that Webster began to lay the groundwork for his magnum opus, a dictionary that would eventually bear his name and become an indispensable tool for generations of scholars, writers, and language enthusiasts. As the years passed, Webster's vision for a comprehensive American dictionary began to take shape. In 1806, he published a pamphlet titled A Compendious Dictionary of the English Language, which laid the groundwork for his future endeavors. Undeterred by the challenges ahead, Webster devoted himself to the monumental task of creating a full-fledged dictionary. He spent years researching and compiling entries, often working tirelessly for 14 hours a day. His wife, Rebecca, played a crucial role in supporting his efforts, serving as both a proofreader and a source of encouragement during the long and arduous process. As Webster delved deeper into his work, he became increasingly convinced that his dictionary could serve as a unifying force for the American people, providing a shared language and cultural heritage that would transcend regional differences. On April 14, 1828, after nearly 2 decades of dedication and perseverance, Webster's dictionary was finally published. The first edition, titled An American Dictionary of the English Language, consisted of 2 volumes containing over 70,000 entries. The dictionary's impact was immediate and profound, with many reviewers praising its comprehensive coverage of American English and its innovative approach to lexicography. One critic noted that Webster's work had done more to standardize the language of the United States than any other single publication. As news of the dictionary's release spread, it quickly became a staple in American homes, schools, and libraries, cementing Webster's reputation as a pioneering figure in the world of linguistics. The years following the dictionary's publication saw Webster continue to refine and expand his work. In 1831, he released a revised edition which included thousands of new entries and further solidified the dictionary's position as a leading authority on American English. Throughout this period, Webster remained committed to his vision of a unified American language, believing that a national language is a bond of union among a people, and that his dictionary could play a vital role in fostering a sense of shared identity and purpose. As the dictionary's influence grew, so too did its reputation as a trusted reference work. Scholars, writers, and educators from across the United States turned to Webster's dictionary as a definitive guide to the American language, relying on its authoritative entries and meticulous research to inform their own writing and teaching. The dictionary's impact extended far beyond the academic sphere, however, with its effects felt in the everyday lives of Americans from all walks of life. From lawyers crafting arguments to businessmen negotiating contracts, Webster's dictionary provided a common language and a shared framework for communication, facilitating exchange and understanding across regional and cultural divides. As the years went by, Webster's dictionary continued to evolve, with subsequent editions incorporating new words, pronunciations, and definitions. The 1840 edition, for instance, added over 5,000 new entries, further solidifying the dictionary's position as a leading authority on American English. Despite his advancing age, Webster remained deeply involved in the dictionary's development, driven by his unwavering commitment to creating a comprehensive and definitive guide to the American language. As he once remarked, "A dictionary is the instrument of a nation's language, and it should be made with great care and attention to detail." In 1843, Webster published a revised edition of his dictionary, which included a significant overhaul of the pronunciation guides, reflecting the evolving sounds and intonations of American English. This edition also saw the introduction of etymological notes, providing readers with a deeper understanding of the word's historical origins and development. The dictionary's influence extended beyond the realm of language too, with its impact felt in fields such as law, education, and literature. As one prominent writer of the time noted, Webster's dictionary has done more to standardize the language of America than any other single work, and its influence will be felt for generations to come. In the years following Webster's passing in 1843, his dictionary continued to undergo revisions and updates, with his heirs and successors working tirelessly to ensure that the work remained relevant and authoritative. The Merriam-Webster Company, founded by Webster's nephew George Merriam and Charles Merriam, went on to become a leading publisher of dictionaries and reference works, with Webster's dictionary remaining at the forefront of their offerings. Throughout the 20th century, the dictionary underwent numerous revisions, incorporating new words, senses, and pronunciations, while also adapting to changes in technology and user needs. Its influence can be seen in the countless dictionaries, thesauri, and reference works that have followed in its wake, and its legacy continues to be felt in the world of language and education. That's all for today's History with Herodotus. Remember to like, share, and subscribe, and until next time, remember that to understand the present, we must first understand the past.